myself Shobit. Today I'll be making my very first vlog, which include my journey from Punjab to Toronto. Back in 2020, I applied for my study visa, and one fine day in 2021, I got final approval, and then I made my very first booking with Air India for April 9. एंड मैं अपने घर से चल पड़ा था अराउंड 8th of April को अराउंड 2 PM. और आई बुक माई फ्लाइट with Air India around for approximately 75,000. Side by side, I also booked a hotel for my 3 days quarantine, which is the Fairfield Hotel. So as I said, my flight was on 9th April, so मैं अपने घर से चल पड़ा था around 8th को around 2 or 3 PM. Then I reached to Delhi around 10 PM. Then हमने सबसे पहले अपनी गाड़ी पार्क करी पार्किंग में. Afterwards we moved towards gate 4, and on the gate 4 on the terminal 3, सबसे पहले वहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी गार्ड था. देन ही चेक्ड माई एयर टिकट अलॉन्ग विद माई पासपोर्ट. So he verified few details here and there. Then he allowed me to enter into the gate 4. And then at that time there was only 3-4 people for Toronto. So there was one official from Air India. He asked us to make one dedicated row towards people who were going towards Toronto only. So we started making a row. As time was elapsing, so the row size getting increased because numerous people are there who want to travel to Toronto. So initially we were 3 in the queue. Then after some time it'll more like 300 in you can say 2 to 3 4 minutes, which includes people from student visa, PR, citizens, and all. So then we all were in the queue, and the queue started processing, and they were verifying the document for students only. So initially they were asking for passport, ticket, and COVID test with negative report, and college enrollment letter, and timetable. We have to show as an online. We can't simply show the screenshot of the same. So whenever you will come to Delhi airport, sometimes their Wi-Fi is not working, or there is some issue. So better to take one temporary SIM with you, which has you can say good quality of internet, so that you can use your mobile data to showcase your timetable schedule to the Air India people or any other airline, because it's mandatory. Just can't rely on the Delhi airport Wi-Fi. So I had shown my timetable to them. So he did some sort of calculation in mind. I'm not sure what he did. He did some calculation. Then he allowed me to proceed next. Then we moved towards check-in counter. Yes. So again there was a huge big line for the check-in counter, and just for some reason there was some issue on the Air India side. So we have to stay in the queue for you can say approx 1 to 2 hours. Might be some sort of a server issues or something. Anyway, so that happened. After so it was a time you can say around 1 PM 1 AM in the morning. So luckily they started processing the check-in baggages as well. So as people were doing depositing their bag, now my turn came in. I had 3 bags, 3 bags of 23 kg, and 1 cabin bag, and 1 laptop bag. So guys, just to let you know, keep your 3 bags just with the 23 kg, or you can say a bit more. Let's say 23 kg, 0.100 or something, not more than this. And similar, the cabin bag has to be 7 kg or a bit more. Let's say 7 and 200 or something, not more than that. In the last, your laptop bag have to have only 4 kg. You can't increase the size, you can't increase the weight of laptop bag. In my case, mine was 8 kg. That was double. So the girl of Air India, she said either to reduce the weight or I have to pay 3,400 per kg. So mine was you can say double that. So this way I had to pay something near about 12,000 Indian rupees. So I don't want to pay more than what I did. I just came outside and gave my some sort of things which are not required to my family as they were standing outside on the gate number 4. And then again I came back to that girl and she again weighted my bag. So then she said okay, now it's fine. So after that she gave me one boarding pass. Now she basically she checked my ticket, my COVID report and my passport, and checked all the bags, and then she gave the final boarding ticket. Once I have the boarding ticket, then I moved toward the immigration, that is somewhere behind the counters. Like we have to travel 10 to 15 steps. There is a dedicated section for international departure. Yeah, so I have been there. Again, there was a huge queue, and onto that immigration counter there was ample of cabins. Yeah, ample of cabins. Some for the some dedicated only for the citizens, some for PR, some for people with infants, and some for senior citizen. And there are you can say near about 10 to 15 cabins for all passport holder, regardless of specification. Anyone can go over there. So mostly students were there. So now my turn came to the immigration, and immigration guy, there was some sort of senior uncle. He just checked my passport and he asked like why I'm going. Then I said I'm going for my study, and yeah, he checked my basic details, and he asked me to, like I was wearing mask, he asked me to drop the mask for a moment. So he just verified my face along with my photo on the passport. After that he just added one final stamp. That was a very, you can say, an awesome moment because when we are getting stamp on the visa, then as per me, my knowledge, like it's one of the great moment. So once I had that stamp, then I was quite happy. And then yeah, and then they asked us to go to the security check-in. Over security check-in, they ask us to keep only two things with you. One is the passport, second is the boarding pass. For all other things, we need to drop into their tray. Like they have some sort of a tray, the plastic tray. There we have to drop each and everything. Let's say if we are wearing watch, mobile, wallet, belt, uh, and we also have the laptop bag. We need to just take out the thing from the laptop bag. Let's say we have the laptop in the laptop bag, so we just need to take out and put it into the tray. So basically we need to drop each and everything in that tray excepted our passport and boarding pass. These two things that we need to carry. Rest of the thing will go from their belt because they want to scan what we are carrying as of now. So I just dropped everything in the onto the belt, and I have been into a section where there was an Indian soldier. I'm not sure about which army, but there was a soldier. So he just checked, scanned myself like this, whole body scan. So basically he was checking whether I have anything or not, any metal or something. I was carrying one little coin in my trouser. So then he said just take that out. By mistake I forgot that. So I just took that outside, and I put it on the counter next to him. So he scanned myself, and everything was good. Then he asked me to go outside to and collect my things, like whichsoever I have a deposit into that tray. After that, what? Yeah. After security check-in, yeah. So they told us to go to directly to the flight. Prior to going to flight, there is a way that there is a custom duty. Like there are an ample of the showrooms from where we can buy anything. So like after going from that way, I just moved directly to my the path towards my flight. And that time they were giving some face shield, and they were checking passport and again the COVID test. Yes, and yeah, they were also asking like if we have to deposit our cabin bag. That like there is an option, either we can carry our cabin bag with us in the flight itself, or they can also take our cabin bag, like we can deposit our cabin bag and we can get that on the belt like our other check-in bags. Let's say in the beginning, as I said in the beginning, I deposited my all three main luggages. So at that time I didn't give my cabin bag and my laptop bag, right? So now just in front of the plane entrance, they are asking if we want to. Then they are taking our cabin size bag, and we can easily get that over the belts. But I had some documents, so I didn't give that, and I took the cabin bag with me along with the flight. uh, then what next? Okay, so they gave us shield, and again there is some smaller pathway towards counter number 20. So I have been there with my laptop bag and my check-in bag, sorry, my cabin bag. So finally I just entered to my flight. That was my very first experience, like entering a flight where I saw lots of people. Mostly there are students, but like it was nice experience. People from different culture were there. So I was waiting for my seat. My seat number was 37 A, B, and C. So mine was 37A. I have been to there, and then my flight is at 3 a.m. As I said in the beginning, there was some issue on the Air India side, so that's why the flight start around 3:45 in the morning, like 45 after 45 minutes. There was a delay of 45 minutes, so there was an announcement in the flight as well. Like the captain said, due to some issues, they were not able to fly earlier. So after 45 minutes, we just started the flight. Uh, once the plane started, then my mobile stops working because of some sort of jammer they have. And then yeah, we were flying. So after, yeah, during flight, initially I got, like everyone, not me, everyone got a packet of snacks from Air India, which includes a packet of bhujia, Haldiram's Tetra Pak, juice Tetra Pak, and one packet of dry fruit, a biscuit, and four things, and one water bottle as well. As time was elapsing, I got my lunch. So while giving the lunch, they were asking whether we want veg or non-veg. I'm a non-veg, so I have chosen non-veg, and it was quite good. Then again, time elapsing, they asked for the breakfast. Again, I opted for the non-veg. So that was lunch and breakfast. As times, yeah. So now we are about to, you can see, reach here. It's it's only 1 hour left. We were in the flight. Then they gave us one declaration form. Declaration form, there we need to fill our details, like our first name, last name, passport number, and our Indian address. And let's say if we are carrying something, something which is not a part of essential, then we have to define the same here. And if we are carrying money more than 10,000, then again we have to specify there as well. So after giving declaration form, I filled the form, and finally we just reached to Toronto airport. Initially they asked people with the citizenship come out. They are giving priority to them. After that, they given priority to PR people, and the later time comes for the students. So I was a student as well. So the third was my turn. So we came out. and we came out. Initially when I was uh, dropped to the yeah, is there anything specification? No. Okay, so I just came out, and then first of all I just looked like this to the Canada weather. It was quite nice. Then there was a waiting room. Sorry, once I landed, first of all I connected my Wi-Fi. Like Toronto PSN airport has their own Wi-Fi, so I connected that. I made one call towards my family, like I have reached here, and now I'll be doing some sort of formalities here and there. Then after I'll be giving a call back. So that call was small call to just let them know like I have reached here, and now they can take the, you can say, happily breathe. Yep. So what I did next, yeah, okay, so there was one waiting room. We all asked to sit over there. Then they started processing row by row, and I was in the third row. And so now they asked to row 1, 2 and 3. So the third row came, and there's turn for the third row. And there was officer. They were checking the name, the passport, and they asked us to whether to go into, like, there were a couple of sections, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they asked us to go here and there. Again they checked my document, my COVID report, my passport, my COVID report, and the hotel booking. Yes. Then they told us to go to next counter, and again there was one final stamp in the Canada itself. They added on my passport as well as on my boarding pass. So I got two stamps, one from India side and one from Canada side. After that they asked us to go outside and collect a study permit. Then there was a one officer, the girl officer. So she asked my passport number, and she checked my details. Then she has one bundle of all the study permits. She checked my name and gave me my study permit. Since I am carrying only 1 year of course, so I got on my got study permit only. There was a few people who having 2 years course with a co-op. Then they also received, apart from study permit, they also received their co-work permit as well. After that there was a turn to collect our baggages. That was one of the hectic step that I can say. There are two places to find your bag. One is, there is one belt on here, and other belt is here. So people were finding the bags, and I was also one of them. It was quite hard to find your bag. I would say just to find your bag easy, try to have something unique on it. Let's say there on the Delhi airport, like, you will find somewhere a place where you can use some sort of paper onto your bag so that you can easily find it. That will be good. For some reason or by mistake I forgot to do that, and here in Canada when I was collecting my bag, that time I was quite confused, like how to find my bag, because I had 3 bags and all 3 were black color. And people like, on the baggage side there are ample of black bags. It's hard to find which one is mine. So somehow I have added some sort of tags with my name on it. So I was on to the one place where I was checking my my baggages. On one belt I didn't find any bag over there. Then I moved to the second belt along with the trolley. So on the second belt, luckily I was able to get my very first bag. So it was, you can see, some sort of smile on my face, like I got my at least one bag. Then I was checking here and there, and suddenly I got my second, and this way I got my third bag as well. So I was quite happy. And it took me you can say 20 to 25 minutes to collect my bags, because there are ample of bags over there. People were searching here and there. So I was lucky enough to got my all 3 bags in maximum 20 to 25 minutes. Then I took trolley, and I just landed all my bags to the trolley, and they told us to go to that way for registration for the public Switch Health. Like, once we reach here, then again we have to go for the COVID test. So there is an online portal which is Switch Health. So I have been into that queue, and there was quite a few officers who are there to just guide us like what to do, how to do, and from where to register. Since I have connected my Wi-Fi, so it was quite easy for me to just simply open the Switch Health in the browser, and I have registered myself, and I have been into the queue. So while registration, I have filled my basic detail like my name, email, my passport number, and where I'll be going, and what is the address of my owner. So let's say if they have to have some sort of communication, then they can easily come towards their address. So I registered, and then my turn came in. So the officer just verified my detail, and they just took my credential, and they added the COVID test into my account. Once the test is added, then they ask me to go to that way. So there is a one dedicated panel for the testing only. There are, you can see, small cabins where some Indian doctors are there. No, not Indian doctor, some Indian people who are doing the testing. Let's say maybe they are in the Canadian government employees or something. So they were doing the testing. They were doing the same, like they're putting a nozzle here and here to, you can say, get some sort of sample. And after they hand over a 10-day kit to self test. I have that in my bag. I just forgot to bring that with me here. So basically that is a small box that we have to do our own 10 days self test after 3 days, not just after the very first day. We for the 3 days while we are sitting, while we are living in a hotel, then we no need to do anything. Once we are done with the 3 days quarantine, then we have to do our self test for next 10 days. So they gave us one blue kit, and then they asked us to go next. There they were asking like which hotel, and just outside the gate of the airport, the shuttle was there. So my hotel was Fairfield, and that time the Fairfield shuttle was not there. So we supposed to stay in that queue. And I was just, you can say, exploring things on the airport side. After 5-10 minutes, Fairfield shuttle came in, and they asked us to, you can say, you can leave from here. And yeah, I just dropped my bags, all four baggages, to the Fairfield shuttle. And there was a few people along with me. So the driver came here, and they dropped us. So in the Fairfield, I was started my, you can say, my check-in. Yeah, that's all. So it was a nice experience so far. Yeah, it was my very first air flight as well. Nice experience so far. We'll see how it goes in future, and maybe I'll be making one more video of my 3 days quarantine, which include couple of things. So just keep watching. Bye bye, see ya.